Good evening, students. I'm Dr. Kamala, Assistant Professor of Political Science, New Government Degree College, Serlingampalli, Rangareddy District, Telangana. So, today we are going to discuss the political thought which is in semester 6th. So, we are going to discuss about Jyotirao Phule. And actually, before we start, the agitation against the upper caste actually began in the state of Maharashtra. Okay, the agitation, remember that the first agitation against the upper caste has been began in Maharashtra, and this movement was led by Balashastri Jumbekar. And relating to this movement, actually, he used to publish in his paper called Darpan. Darpan. So, what is Darpan actually? Any Hindi language known girl or boy? What do you mean by Darpan? Yes, mirror. Okay, so how the mirror reflects our image. So also this movement has been was represent in the same way as how the mirror reflects the image. Okay, now actually Jyotirao Phule is 19th century social reformer. Okay, so social activist and writer as well as editor, educationist. He gives a lot of support to educate the people, especially to the backward castes like Shudras, right? And he is known as a feminist because he strongly support the education of women, right? So here is the print mistake, actually he is a feminist, right? So he fought for the human rights and gender discrimination. So he is a great actually he want to bring lot of reforms in the existing society, and he fought for the domination, against the domination of Brahmins. In those days, the Brahmins used to play an important role in all the matters of the state. So that against to that domination, he has launched a movement, and and also he fought for the rights of the Shudras, because the Shudras were considered as slaves to serve the upper section classes. So throughout his life, actually he struggled and sacrificed his life for educating the women. If we look at the childhood and early life of Jyotirao Phule actually born in the state of Maharashtra in Satara district. So in on 11th April 1827 he was born. Okay, on 11th April, please note down the students. On 11th April 1827 he was born in Satara district of Maharashtra. Okay, so his father's name was Govindrao Phule and mother Chimnabai. His mother expired when Phule was 9 months old, and his father used to work as a vegetable vendor at Pune. So his family actually belonged to Mali caste. Actually, the Mali over there is referred as Shudra caste only. So their original title was Gorhe. Original title was Gore. So Malis were considered as inferior caste by the Brahmins and were shunned socially. And Jyotirao's father's and uncles used to serve as the florist, and they used to supply flowers to Peshwa family. So this is how their family came to be known as Pule. Actually, this when the pool actually the Marathi word pool means flower, actually, because they are florists, no, they used to supply the flowers. So that is how their family came to be known as Pule. Okay, in the early childhood, actually, Jyotirao was an intelligent boy. Okay, he was very intellect and what capable of doing things, but due to his poor financial conditions at home, he stopped his education. So he used to help his father in the farming, and by observing this, what his neighbors a Muslim teacher named Ghaffar Beg and a Christian priest have argued with his father to send Pule to school. So this is how he joined the Scottish Mission High School. Okay, Scottish Mission High School. So here only actually he happened to met his best friend Ballala Govind. He is the turning point in his life. I will tell you when I proceed our lecture. Okay. So he is best friend. Who is his best friend? Ballala Govind. Okay. Actually, Ballala Govind is a pure Brahmin. Okay. And see how his life turns after some time. So in 1841, actually, Jyotirao Phule got admission in the Scottish Mission High School and completed his education in 1847. The Scottish Mission High School is in Pune, Maharashtra. Okay, and completed his education in the year 1847. And see what I've said. He met Sadashiv Ballal Govind, a Brahmin, who remained his close friend throughout his life. At the age of just 13 years, Jyotirao was married to Savitri Bai. Okay, so in those days, in Hindu customs, the children used to get married at a very early age. Okay, so 13, at the age of 13 years, after all, 13 years means we are 9th or 10th in 10th class, 19, yeah, 9th class or 10th class, they used to get married. Okay, at very early age in those days, right? Now, see, Jyotiba is also known as Jyotiba Govindrao Phule. Okay, he was a prominent social reformer and thinker of the 19th century. Right. So he led the movement against the prevailing caste restrictions in India. See, there was a lot of caste restrictions in those period in ancient time also. Yesterday we have discussed about Manu's social system, where he gives a clear picture of Varna system, and he divides based on this stratification. The society is divided like Brahmin, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. So see, we can say that there is a injustification towards the Shudras. So he revolted against the domination of the Brahmins and struggled for the rights of the peasants and other low caste people also. So he is believed to be the first Hindu to start an orphanage for the unfortunate children, and he also started an orphanage for the widows also. Okay, see, in those days early marriages used to lead to what happens, the young girl would have become a widow at an early age. So the those females, women don't have an idea about their life, existing life. So he has supported a lot even to the women who are widows, right? So and not only that, in 1848 it marks a major incident in Jyotirao Phule's life, because for the first time actually he has faced uh, an awkward situation when he went to attend the wedding of his friend. Who is his friend? Yes, Ballala Govind. So when he went to attend the wedding of his friend, there he happened to face the caste discrimination over there. Okay, so why? Because see, the bridegroom's relatives insulted and abused Jyotiba when they came to know about his caste. Okay, so this is very important year for Jyotirao Phule, where he was very much insulted, because when he went to attend the wedding of his close friend Ballala Govind. Okay, so that was a major incident and that turned his life, and he has decided and he actually he went away from that ceremony or the function, and with tears. Okay, so he left that place with tears, and he has expressed his feeling regarding the insult to his father, and his father told to don't take it to the heart. Okay, because those situations were common in those days. The and here, so in the year actually is he was very much moved by this incident, right? then then he decided to stand in favor of downtrodden and backward castes to fight for their rights. So Jyotirao left the ceremony and made up his mind to challenge the prevailing caste system and social restrictions, because this makes man behind the scene, not in front of the scene, right? So it makes them very backward. If someone insult on the grounds of caste, then it will have an psychological impact of that child or the any individual. So that is the reason we should not look on to the caste system. In fact, we should look after the good nature of the human being, right? That should be taken into consideration, whether whatever caste it may be, or whether whatever it may be the religion. Because see, to nowadays habits are more important than caste system, right? And the social restrictions, yes, actually forced, challenged for the prevailing caste system, and he made it his life's work to hammer away tirelessly at the ends of social majoritarian domination, and aimed at emancipation of all human beings that were subjected to social deprivation. Anyone is practicing in your villages? Anyone practicing still caste system? Yeah. Okay. Oh, they don't allow the temples that were built by the upper caste. Okay, they have separate temples. The Shudras will have separate temple students. Oh, that's very bad. See, God is universal. He don't have any caste or he don't have any religion. But why people make such things? Okay, that is very bad, no students. We should not behave like that. Okay, see, we are not we will be born in the womb of whether whatever caste or whatever religion. We don't know our fate. decides to where we should born. So when we born, we don't know caste. Then when we grow, we will be recognized with the caste. This is the situation of the society. So still in this 21st century, we are facing such problem. Yes, you are right. Even in North India also, and in some parts of South India also, still the caste system is prevailing. Right. So within a year after the insult from where he got from his friend's wedding invitation, within a year he started a school for girls who are from Shudras. After actually he was very much inspired by the Thomas Paine's famous book The Rights of Man. So actually his ideas, Thomas Paine's ideas was very much influenced uh, uh, Jyotirao Phule, and he believed that enlightenment of the women and the lower caste people was the only solution to combat the social evils. Now enlightenment comes only through education, we can say. Right, we want to bring changes in the existing system of society through education, right? So this is very much means sometimes which book by which book Jyotirao Phule was strongly influenced. It may be asked in other competitive examinations. So you need to remember Thomas Paine's book, The Rights of Man. Do you read the books, students? No? Why? Newspapers at least? Yes, you should read. See, BA student requires to read the newspapers daily, because you have a lot of ideas uh, and about what is going on in and around the world, how the administration is carried out, how the policies are implemented, and what are the drawbacks that are in the existing system of society. Oh no, we come to know all these information only through newspapers, and also by reading different books. You'll be having lot of knowledge of the language also. You can command over the language. So promise me that you read the books, right? Okay, in 1876 to 1883, actually, Jyotirao Phule was served as the Commissioner of Municipality at Pune. Remember the year? 1876 to 1883. He was served as the Commissioner of Municipality at Pune. So, now actually, you know, for his services towards the independence of depressed classes, for the first time in the history of India, in the year 1883, he received the title of Mahatma. This is very much important. He received the title of Mahatma. In Telugu Academy, it is written as 1888. Okay. So, in 1883, Jyotirao Phule received the title of Mahatma. So, we call him as Mahatma Jyotirao Phule. Right. So, actually, this award was announced in a session that held in Bombay, right? And in 1890, okay, in the year 1890, November 26, Jyotirao Phule has expired. Sorry, this is the print mistake. Sorry for that. Okay, so Jyotirao Phule was expired on 26th November 1890. Remember students, he received the title of Mahatma in the year 1883 for his services towards a depressed class for the first time in the history of India. Right? Then, his literary works, the Gulamgiri, Sarvagnik Satyadharma, Dharma Tritiya Ratna, and he also written stories like Tritiya Ratna, Brahmananche Kasab, Ishara. Okay. See, Gulamgiri, Sarvagnik Satya Dharma, Dharma Tritiya Ratna, and he also written stories like Tritiya Ratna, Brahmananche Kasab, Ishara. And he also wrote dramas like Satsar, which is 1 and 2 volumes are there, which were enacted under his directives to spread awareness against social injustice. And he also wrote books for the Satyashodhak Samaj. Now, Satyashodhak Samaj Society has been established by Jyotirao Phule. Satyashodhak Samaj. Now, this dealt with actually the history of Brahmanism and outlined puja protocols that the lower caste people were not allowed to learn. See, they were not allowed to conduct the pujas, right? And they were not allowed even to chant the Vedas. In 1873, Jyotiba Phule formed the Satyashodhak Samaj, that is known as Society of Seekers of Truth. So he undertook actually a systematic deconstruction of existing beliefs and history only to reconstruct an equality promoting version. See, today also we want equality, egalitarian society where all caste, where all individuals individuals should be treated equally. But unfortunately, today also the same situation, even though we are in 21st century, now and then there are the incidents that are based on what caste system. Jyotirao Phule vehemently condemned the Vedas, the ancient holy scriptures of the Hindus. And he traced the history of Brahmanism through several ancient texts and held the Brahmins are responsible for framing the exploitative and inhuman laws in order to maintain their social superiority by suppressing the Shudras and Atishudras in the society. See, this is very unfortunate, no? See, if some exploitation goes, then there will be a very ill treatment towards human being, right? And inhuman laws, there were no laws that were maintained by the Brahmins. They were very selfish. They wanted the social superiority. They wanted the dominance over other sections of the society. Okay, and in those days the king also used to act like puppets in the hands of the Brahmin, because they used to take the muhurtas for the king to wage war, or to put an to go to perform any Mahayajnas. They used to consult the Purohit. So that is how they used to maintain their superiority over other people. And the purpose of the Satyashodhak Samaj was to decontaminate the society from the caste discrimination and liberate the oppressed lower caste people from the stigmas inflicted by the Brahmins. See, all are human beings. We are all the children of one God only. Universal God is there. So we are actually, who are we to means categorize the society into different castes and discriminate the people based on caste. See, everyone has their own duty to do. So we can say that ego, and in Manu Dharma Shastras, if we see the Varna system, Chaturvarna system, Brahmins came from the mouth, see, and Kshatriyas from the shoulders, right, and Vaishyas from the this what you call the thighs, and the Shudras from the from the foot. Who has seen these all these things? Now, without foots, how can we stand? That we have to think, right? So that we should take. If we don't have foot, we can't even move also. Then why they are making such a thing that foot from foot the Shudras are originated? So this should not be means actually condemned based on the grounds of the foot. The foot also plays an important role, right? Like how our mouth and other parts of the body do. Even the Shudras also considered as an important section of the society. So there should not be any discrimination among any caste, right? So the membership of the Samaj, means Satya Shodhak Samaj, was actually open to all irrespective of the caste and class. See, all can become the members of the Satya Shodhak Samaj, and they even welcomed the participation of Jews as members of the Samaj. And by 1876, the Satya Shodhak Samaj boasted of actually 316 members. In 1869, Jyotirao Phule decided to construct a common tank for bathing outside his house to exhibit his embracing attitude towards all human beings, and wished to dine with, means to have food with everyone regardless of their caste. So this is how we will discuss other things in tomorrow's class. Thank you very much.